Finally, here is Bernie Sanders asked what his parents would think if they could see his campaign before giving his closing remarks. One of the things that people have talked about, because, we're moving into the stage now of the arguments about Sanders and Clinton deal with electability in the general. And one of the knocks on Bernie Sanders is that he was too curmudgeonly and not warm enough. And I think last night there was you heard that exchange with Chris Cuomo where he says, basically, shut up, Chris, trying to win this person's vote. People laughed. I think a lot of people also enjoyed the fact that Chris was asked to shut up.
Yeah, that was
Right.
probably 70% of it.
78%.
A lot of my great heroes, such as Joseph Stalin, had very warm personalities. They didn't call him Uncle Joe for nothing.
Here is Bernie asked about his parents.
Something else your brother said. He got emotional. He was saying, boy, would our parents be proud of the success that Bernie has had. You have to think about that as well. When you think about why you're doing this and what it means, what does it mean to you about what your parents would think if they saw you now?
That they wouldn't believe it. I mean, we grew up, my dad came from Poland at the age of 17 without a nickel in his pocket, couldn't speak English, and he never made a whole lot of money. And my brother and I and mom and dad grew up in a 3.5-room rent-controlled apartment in Brooklyn, New York. And we never had a whole lot of money. And if you ask me, Chris, this would be so unimaginable. The fact that I'm a United States Senator would have been beyond really anything that they would have thought possible. The fact that I am running for President of the United States, I do think about it. And, I think they're very proud. But it's certainly something that I don't think they ever believed would have happened.
You got 30 seconds. Tell the voters of Iowa what you want them to know.
Look, Hillary Clinton is a very good person. Martin O'Malley is a very decent guy. So I'm not, this is not a personal stuff. It just seems to me that the crises that we face as a country today, and we didn't even get into climate change to a significant degree, inequality, poverty in America, an obscene and unfair campaign finance system. These problems are so serious that we have got to go beyond establishment politics and establishment economics. In my view, we need a political revolution where millions of people stand up and say, you know what, that great government of ours belongs to all of us, not just the few. That's why I'm running for president. Thank you.
Senator Sanders, thank you.
And so that was Sanders' closing argument in Iowa.